For two, Towns at the top of the key. Really love his offensive game. There's just such comfort to everything he does.
Towns. And Towns lays it in. Three-point opportunity.
Long jumper for Towns. And are you kidding me, for the former Kentucky Wildcat? Towns right on cue does deliver with his first points of the second.
Don't settle.
Jumper is good. Ooh, jump hook.
Back, faking, looking, turning, and scoring.
That's a nice move.
Again, they try to post Tayshaun Prince on the weak side. Towns dunks.
Shot clock down to 5. Towns will drill it.
Beautiful move by Towns. Here is Towns. Gotta force it over Bogan.
Terrific move by Towns.
Towns backs his way in. Nice over the shoulder pass inside Andre Miller. Towns with a rebound. And the flush for Karl
Anthony Towns, I think Minnesota was calling a timeout. Karl Anthony Towns driving, lays it in. He went right past Vucevic, and there was no help for Nick. Pick and roll game with Towns. Towns scores on the drive. Towns makes a nice move and scores the basket.
Towns, little shovel pass inside for Andrew Wiggins.
That's the difference between Cat and Rob Biggs, his ability to pass the basketball.
Towns fakes the pass and drills the jumper. Martin back on the floor now. The Wolves with their starting unit for this game. And Karl Anthony Towns underneath. Towns, little shake and bake over. Plumlee drills it. Cat backing down Nance Jr. again. A couple of moves. This time he's able to finish. Towns taking it right at Hibbert. Wow, he touched every part of that side of the rim before it go in. The Wolves really needed that. And Towns says, okay, I'll take 2 instead of 3. There you go, right on cue.
Towns has been lethal from there. Drives on Porzingis, the runner. Back shot is good. Back to Towns. See, Porzingis has to go up on him with that impressive shot. He does it again. Towns the rebound. Towns puts it back up. Shot. Count it and one.
The turnaround is good. Rubio always among the leaders in steals and assists as Towns fires it down. Towns with the left hand puts it home.
Towns in the right spot. He's got a lot of offensive game, that kid. Towns, nice up fade, better pass.
Indiana had been hemorrhaging points in the paint the last couple of games. Gave up 126 combined points in the paint. Monte Ellis can't hang onto the basketball. Wiggins off the no-lift feed from Cat. Karl Anthony Towns. And the Cat pounces.
Love his patience.
Towns off the turnover, takes it the length of the floor. Draws the contact and an and one for Cat. Towns, tough shot, follows his own miss and then gets the offensive putback.
Now Towns has it. Step back jumper. Pretty. Towns on the take. Found an open alley or an easy lay-in. Wow. That was just vacated for him.
And here's Towns to the rim. Good teamwork there by the Wolves on that possession. Levine finds Towns on the drive. As Karl Anthony Towns continues to show off his skills. He's got 20.
Levine feeding Towns in stride. And a nifty move by Cat. Towns, nifty move.
Karl Anthony Towns, look where he's catching it on the block. And with the jump hook. Pretty shot. Karl Anthony Towns putting together a real complete effort. And as I say that, he beat AD to the board. That's his 13th rebound. Man, he got AD out of position. Man, he's going to the free throw line.
That's not 3 seconds.
No.
Karl Anthony Towns will take it. Wow. First time I ever heard him tell that. That was the first time I ever heard one of my favorite terms now. I'd never heard the term clowning on somebody before. Man, that's exactly what Karl Anthony Towns just did right now.
That's a clown dunk. There's no question about it.
Wow. Beautiful spin move.
Yeah, he's going to challenge all the rookies for Rookie of the Year.
Towns on the block. Here comes Towns in heavy traffic. And still hit it. How about that for patience? Nice give up to Towns.
That was a good super pass there.
Shabazz, nice cut. Gets stripped of the basketball, but that's okay because Towns is there to clean it up. Towns gets through traffic, the dribble, and the finish. Towns spins on Cantor and finishes. Towns, yes sir, and one for Karl Anthony.
Karl Anthony Towns with a finger roll. Rubio inside Towns. Wow. My goodness, jumped off a trampoline. Towns front court bumps inside on Hood, and then muscles up 2 more.
Plumlee trying to block the shot of Jang, but there is Karl Anthony Towns. Lillard tries to get over the pick, and Towns goes down the right side and throws it down. Towns for 3, good. Karl Anthony Towns, 39% this year.
Nice looking play by Karl Anthony Towns.
Towns pounds his way in and scoops and scores. Back to Towns. Pump fake and the drive and the scoop and the score.
You can tell he's highly skilled.
Towns with a nice move.
He's got 10 of the 16 points right now.
He's got some skills. Gallops into the lane, turns with a hook and scores.
He is going to be a load.
Towns knocks it in. He might have been fouled as well by Bobby Portis. Towns off the feed and the dunk. Rubio feeds Karl Anthony and Cat attacks the rim. How great was that?
Finish by Karl Anthony Towns, up and under that time, and showing you the length of the finish by Towns. My goodness.
And one for Cat. Towns.
Nice finish. Up and under, baby.
Wow.
Yo, Kevin McHale, slippery eel right there. You just can't stop him right now.
Like, just think about all the little reminders that he has of his dad when he goes to work every day. Zach Levine,
Another triple for Zach.
Rubio back there with Karl Anthony Towns. And he got there. One way or the other, he was taking Perk to the hole. Anthony Towns. Fans. And you can't complain about 3 because Perk was there a half hour too. It'll be Karl Anthony Towns. Nobody picked him up. Adrian Payne rolling. And he made the extra pass. What a pass by Payne. Karl Anthony Towns on the slam. Holiday. He's got Anderson, but Karl Anthony Towns saw it coming. And the slingshot dunk. Karl Anthony Towns trying to do it now. How about that footwork? He's going to the free throw line, looking for the 3-point play.
Doesn't mean much as Karl Anthony Towns sends it through the halo with the one hand. Nice drive that time.
Towns show and go and finish. The Wolves and the Nets that were the only 2 that didn't have it, and Karl Anthony Towns with the 2-handed flush. How nasty was that by Towns right there? Wow.
Wiggins missed inside. Offensive rebound and stick back for Towns. Towns, the blow by, and scores with the left hand. Karl Anthony Towns is silky smooth.
Nice pass by Towns. I think he caught Wiggins by surprise, but he recovered nicely. Towns to the middle with a beautiful shot.
Boy, that's just a great touch.
And Towns with a high arcing shot for 2.
Towns off the feed from Levine. Towns off the feed from Ricky, scoops it in. Towns gets by Draymond Green, and Karl Anthony gets it back to a tie game. Oh, a better highlight.
A better highlight is right.
Towns keeps the dribble alive all the way to the rack, and that time he will get his highlight.
pretty nifty shot himself. Towns to tie it. How do you like that?
Karl Anthony Towns playing like a man possessed tonight.
Karl Anthony Towns just beeline right to the rim and taking Tyson Chandler to the woodshed.
Oh, strong move by Towns. There's Towns to the bucket.
So powerful and so smooth and so on purpose.
Towns with the basketball ball behind the back, short off the handle, gets it all the way to the rack, the high dribble, the finger roll, and it goes! Oh, baby! Ooh, and they get a Karl Anthony Towns attack of the rim. Ooh, Towns! Oh my goodness! That was special!
Butler to Towns.
Oh, don't look at him. Don't look at him like that. Oh, I see you. Yeah, barbecue chicken. Barbecue chicken.
One of the few times we've actually had barbecue chicken.
Taj for the banker. Towns over the shoulder to Gibson for the flush. And target center. 5 assists in the game. Timberwolves with a 14-point lead midway through the second. Towns gets it away just in time. A plethora of moves out of Cat. Karl Anthony Towns rocking around the clock. The Timberwolves with a 14-point advantage here in downtown Minneapolis.
Knee injury last night. Hyperextended. Hook drives. Hands it off to Jackson and absolutely smothered it, swatted away there by Karl Anthony Towns.
There. Muhammad got in the way of Jackson and then allowed.
Used to going to practice early. Used to getting up and getting out. Minnesota active hands here. They have really been aggressive.
Tyus sets up Towns and Cat. Target center right.
And Wiggins don't sit.
After keeping the shot from going in on the inside by Thad Young, just pushed it out.
38.6% and ended a run of 59 straight games with at least 40%. It was a franchise record, the fourth longest streak in the NBA the last 20 years, and Karl Anthony Towns sending it into the seats.
Post up, and Taj Gibson and Andrew Wiggins down low trying to deal with Anthony Davis. Cat comes from the help side position.
Lack of getting to the free throw line, and a big part of that too is continuing to attack the basket.
Karl Anthony Towns, the hammer. Offensive rebound, Gibson. Butler is fouled by Patterson as the Thunder was forced to scramble and adjust.
And that Karl will get a little bit over anxious to be able to be the focal point.
And here comes Teague the other way for Minnesota. Towns, look out! Oh, a clear runway for Tyler's shooting woes from the field continue. Towns on the drive and swings it across the top and hammers it down.
Transition, fast break points. These are two of them right here in spectacular fashion. Devin Booker lucky there was no foul call here because he kind of brushes Towns here right there, kind of hits him a little bit.
Taj Gibson gets it. Right back to Towns. He squares, drives, scores, and Henson called for.
I'm not saying
I understand what you're saying. See?
Karl Anthony Towns.
That's LD. But see, that's LD. But why don't they do that more?
Towns in the paint, got hit, and the foul.
Now Dow's going to
get it to Jimmy. As Towns, a beautiful roll to the rim and finish. As Teague, great.
Towns trailing the play, it gets fed by Butler, slam dunk.
And that is a big man shot right there by the youngster Karl Anthony Towns.
4 of 8 for Paul.
On my watch, Butler's got Oladipo to beat, and does. You had numbers. Pacers got back in a hurry. Towns finally in the dunk.
Lakers ball.
Towns might have gotten away with dragging the pivot foot there, and the Timberwolves will take it as he gets the bucket to go back on top.
That was like cone dribbling that you do in practices.
Towns posted up deep, and there wasn't much. But it wasn't a shutout, Ralph. 14 and 8 that night.
Foul's going to be called inside on Bobby.
Neither team has shot the three ball well this year so far. James blocked by Karl Anthony Towns. A beautiful rejection. He's 7th in the NBA in shot blocking so far this season.
Consistent, and he's been delivering.
23-16. Nice pass. There's Towns. He's got 12. What a start for Karl Anthony Towns in this game. Bagley, no. Towns. Had a chance for a three-point play.
And he also underscored that point by saying, as soon as it became known that Jimmy Butler wanted to be traded, as Towns gets hit and a chance for and one, that every team in the NBA contacted the Timberwolves.
They're all getting an earful right now.
Towns, mouse in the house, attacking Dinwiddie.
Look, he wasn't called for traveling. Gibson coached team the way that they play, just so fundamentally sound.
Gibson, no. Towns, oh yeah. Teague, bounce pass inside for Towns.
I thought they were just going to switch and kick.
Teague, Towns underneath, and one as he's hit by Wes Johnson.
Offense hasn't been flowing.
Look out. Karl Anthony Towns with the stuff.
It out to Towns. Good pass back inside. Nice ball movement by the Wolves on that possession, and the Towns says, I'll take a putback slam. Does Kemba. Kemba's having an amazing year. Timberwolves are going to see the Hornets coming up next week. Karl Towns with the flush. Shot clock down to 2. Towns has got to hurry. Fade away.
And that shot goes in. That shot goes in.
Well, no, it's
Ryan.
two.
It's 2.
Yeah, it is 2.
He's got 8 syllables in his name, and that's why people just call him Archie. Karl Towns. That was emphatic. You've got to treat those ball screens with a lot of respect.
Clint Capella, by the way, having career numbers pretty much across the board. Karl Towns with a statement dunk to start this one. 0-6. Towns kicks it out. Covington wide open. Triple, yes sir. Of the game for the Timberwolves. Walker gets through traffic. Towns with a block.
He's been in attack mode all quarter long until it comes to the end of a quarter when he shoots the mid-range.
Karl Towns closing out the half by saying, get that shot out of here. Timberwolves would like to decide this one by more than 5. Towns with the spin and the finish. What a night it's been for Towns.
What an unbelievable player.
CJ on the roll and replace. And he chose not to go to him because he knew he could make it happen. But then you got this guy, you got to do it.
Boy.
Undaunted by everything and all with the stage. What a find he has been. This will count.
Okay, so Sarge puts us in, Jim. Picks up Covington. Sarge, very versatile power forward in there for Minnesota. Towns fouled by Ayton and 1 for Towns. Chance at a three-point play.
Have those situations where you are going downhill.
Sarge comes up with the steal. Here comes Derrick Rose. Lays it up for Karl Towns, who powers it home.
Tracks down the loose ball.
Oh, what a pass. Towns hits a cutting Derrick Rose.
Running around out there, you're stocking feet, even though you've seen it before. Just sort of going right at belly.
Are you allowed to block a shot with a shoe?
No.
Not a drop.
Their second unit's going to have to do something as Josh Okogie gets the poke away. Covington gets the steal.
Rose for Towns. Everybody getting in on the party. Saric looking for Towns, and Karl Towns with the big-time dunk. Bulls trying to take advantage.
I like the fact they didn't call that foul on Towns.
Covington, it's a great find by Cat, and Cub makes it count.
And get to the bucket, stop and pop, shoot from downtown.
Wiggins for the second time able to get to the rim. That's going to be a possible and 1.
I thought he was coming back outside to Derrick, and he somehow. Tyus Jones, no. Towns fouled as he puts it back up and in. Towns got Dedmon, gets in the wrong way, it makes him pay. Does have as many as 5 made threes in a game this season, which is a career best. Towns, the attack.
Somebody's got to be open.
Saric was alone in the corner momentarily. Towns says, I'll just handle it from here.
Yeah. That was crazy.
Saric, right back to Towns, and Cat with another flush.
Bayless for Towns, who banked it up and missed it, gets it back, scores and draws the foul.
I'll tell you, you see why he's an all-star early, Eric. He's not getting it up higher with any kind of touch and softness. It's banging hard off the rim.
Oh, that looked like a travel. Instead, it's going to be a chance at a three-point play for Karl Towns.
Open triple.
Heat are in the zone for the first time tonight. They're in that 2-3 zone. Towns underneath, hammers it down over Olenek. Karl Towns. Again, it's Towns. Bam pressuring him. Towns to the rim. Another score and a free throw.
What a pass by Karl Towns. Man, over the shoulder shot. Come on.
A little bit of everything.
Rozier with 14. Nice pass by Towns to Wiggins. 12 on the shot clock. Towns kept it alive and earns a three-point play opportunity. Had to
didn't last long. Playing with a bruised right shoulder. That's going to be an and one for Karl Anthony Towns, who suddenly has it going here.
In other words, he showed remarkable restraint.
Tyus Jones inside for Towns. Oh, he faced the nation. Wow.
My goodness.
Put the pedal to the metal in the shooting percentage department. 79% to start this game. Towns, the drive to finish.
Jonathan Simmons is not a point guard.
Towns off the feet from Andrew, stuffs it through.
6 advantage in the quarter so far.
Time winding down. Towns with a block to close out the quarter.
Patty cake. Shoot.
Left corner.
Above the break as well.
Or at the rim, baby. Yeah.
At the rim.
Little trampoline action for Andrew Wiggins.
He's a great defender and a great passer.
As I say, so he is a good defender.
Yes.
Towns, attack, and one for Cat as it drops through. Trying to get a foul call.
Yes, he was.
Towns, oh! Karl Anthony Towns just eviscerated the rim.
There. JaVale McGee took it right in the face.
The Detroit Pistons at Utah and then back home for a game against Cleveland. Andrew Wiggins, oh, Karl Anthony Towns, the putback, thunderous dunk.
Today, where he knocks down shots and that thing was soft.
Teague feeding Towns, and that's the third dunk of the game for Karl Anthony Towns, who leads the Timberwolves 17-point game. Lakers not
Nice
quite
pass.
done yet, but the Timberwolves trying to put the final nails in the coffin here.
Saric steps into that one. Offensive rebound by Towns. That's going to count and one.
That play.
Well, again, the Thunder going to have a hard time here as Towns spun away from Noel. He uses that explosion to get up to the rim.
How many things that Ryan Saunders does in the shoot-around, like the drills and the way he motivates his players as Towns gets the and one. Timberwolves had made 6 straight shots, still that miss, and then the block here. Rose again in transition. Towns with the stuff. Towns gets around Kleba. Oh my goodness, Karl Anthony Towns. Towns attacks. Skies and hammers it home. Tyus Jones, and how about Tyus getting run here at the end of the game? Jeff Teague, you don't know if that ankle might be bothered. Towns with the three. Karl Anthony Towns willing his team hopefully to victory here tonight.
Floor. That's the second time that Landry dribbled to that same exact spot.
Well done by Karl Anthony Towns and Joel Embiid trying to prevent the field goal.
AT was on the floor. He was having to match up against Jimmy Butler and others, small forwards. It's just not a great matchup as Towns throws down the hammer.
Great cut. Rose saw it coming. For T. Towns going to work again on Pirtle. And Cat continuing to be perfect in the paint. Greg Popovich wants a timeout. Gibson. Spins on the double team, and Towns there to clean it up. Yeah, we've seen the Timberwolves play down to the level of the Suns far too many times. Karl Anthony Towns trying to turn things around.
Well, that's the way you do it.
Bayless finally gets it into Towns. Cat, oh, he elevates it. How about that? Just destroys the rim.
I hope that Andrew Wiggins is 3 of 13 and block twice.
Got it with each hand. Rose attacks Crawford, and Derrick Rose able to finish against Jamal Crawford.
Shot clock at 6. There was no change of possession as Towns puts his shoulder down and puts it home on Gobert.
Team defensive concept there. That's what it takes to guard a great player like Donovan Mitchell.
Beautiful pass by Karl Anthony Towns. Andrew Wiggins absorbs the contact, and he'll have a chance for a three-point play. 5 to shoot. Towns has Gobert on him. Karl attacking and finishing over Gobert.
That's how you go through the chest of Rudy Gobert.
He feels that The biggest strides Okogie has made have come in the confidence department. And oh my goodness! Confidence not a problem for Karl Anthony Towns. Gets hammered.
The temperature outside.
You got that right.
Minnesota is shooting 18.8% from 3 as Towns gets the end one opportunity here.
That's going to be the 4th foul of the game on Jackson. Or saw him having the bigger NBA career than Greg Oden did, who could have been an incredible talent had he not had the issues that he had in the health department. Towns, good decision to throw it out. Bayless makes it count.
Timely three-point shooting. Sharge gives you somebody as a floor spacer. Joe Kim Noah's in the game guarding him, so you got to respect Dario right now. Good fake handoff.
Oh, the Timberwolves!
What an ATO by Ryan Saunders.
Great play action. 4 to shoot. Wiggins has to go. Wiggins pull-up jumper. No. Towns a rebound. Lets it fly. And Karl Anthony Towns drills it at the buzzer. A catastrophic finish for the Grizzlies. Here's another look. Towns, what great awareness to get it out of his hand. And he got it away in time. They will count the bucket.
Excellent job by pulling it out there and hedge on Andrew Wiggins to get back to his own.
And Towns
powers it in, and a three-point opportunity. And a chance to make it a one-point game. Towns drives, finishes, and is fouled.
Comes to Orlando. We understand he's very excited to come our way, too, which is great. Karl Anthony Towns, a monster dunk.
Minnesota ball. Towns on the acceleration and the flush.
A quick 2, what Minnesota needed.
No matter what.
7-0 run for the Wolves. Towns thought about the 3, instead attacks and gets the finish at the rim.
That's only his first tonight.
Courtney Kirkland, Matt Boland, and Ed Malloy, your officials here tonight. Towns with the block.
Simmons with the hustle. Irving wide open, gives it up. Wade, he gives it up. Anthony Davis, able to score. Picked up by Simmons. Karl Anthony Towns.
And he's fouled on that elbow on that one.
11th turnover of the game for Sacramento.
Sharge, no!
Towns, oh my goodness! He is a bad man!
And Rose pick and roll.
D. Rose going up. Towns just wins the ball and dunks it for the 2-point lead in a foul on Atlanta.
Just run through him.
And Towns, basket, foul, 3rd foul on O'Quinn.
I like it. This Minnesota team is now uncomfortable. He makes a tough shot. You can hear the shot clock go off as he let it go.
Those were 2 losses. Pacers trying to rally with a win. Boy, he knocked over Young.
He sure did. Oh, what a great play by Wesley Matthews. I'm telling you, this is a big-time winning play.
Those teams don't usually have it looking this easy. Still a long ways to go. But Timberwolves continuing to attack and continuing to profit.
Teams are helping them out. The Lakers are helping them out.
And the problem is the schedule's not going to get any easier. Timberwolves have the... Whoa, my goodness! Karl Anthony Towns! He is not human!
Ooh, what was that?
Wiggins goes a high dribble over the shoulder of Paul George. Towns winds it up and throws it down! Bartman moment there. Of course, the stakes not nearly as high. Towns, speaking of high!
3 years in a row.
Towns turns it over. Durant blocked by Towns, who atones for his error on the offensive end.
He's going to get double figures points. And he has the ball so much, most likely going to get as Towns with an unbelievable hammer dunk after a made basket.
Towns gets it. And the foul. Nice adjustment to the left hand.
And Karl for Wiggins. Andrew whips it over to Towns. He'll have a chance for an and 1.
Get them moving a little bit.
Outside, jumper by Crab won't go, and then Culver the rebound back to Towns to fake the shot good.
Andrew Wiggins was too high up, needed to get deeper in the corner the last possession.
Towns.
Really beautiful pass.
Wiggins for Towns. And Cat.
Jerry Reinsdorf sitting there drunk.
Towns with the stuff. That's going to give Towns a 40-point night.
Double drag action for Andrew Wiggins.
Towns. Spooky. And he got fouled by White in the process. Towns draws a double team. I don't know how he was able to not move that pivot foot, but he did pull it off, and he gets the finish.
Chicago Bulls game and went with Allen Crabbe.
Harden, no. Culver's been in a little bit of a shooting slump. He's hit just 5 of his last 19. Towns, meantime, leaks out and gets paid. Wiggins is defending him. 0-1 against Okogie, 1-for-1 against Wilco.
Wow. That is an all-star type move right there for Karl Anthony Towns. Taking away the space for James Harden. That's what David Vanterpool was talking about as Towns gets inside again on Capella, and Mike D'Antoni wants a timeout.
It's his 11th game this season with 30. And that dunk by Towns gets the Timberwolves back even. Towns gets into the paint. Cat, nice finish, doesn't get a whistle again. McLaughlin for Towns, and one for Cat with an exclamation point.
More of a slasher scorer than you said defender, probably their best defender.
Towns attacking Muscala.
In yesterday's NBA, I'm not talking like 15, 20 years ago. I want to say Benny microwave, but you know he wasn't that type of scorer.
Timberwolves don't even get a shot up. They have missed 8 consecutive shots when they have got a field goal attempt. Towns with the block. Napier for Towns. Cat gets in, and one for Towns. And is he okay? Schroeder rejected by Towns with 1.4 to go.
He just drives winning for this team. He's always in the ear of Shai Gilgeous-Alexander's. Towns, what a great move down the lane.
Napier takes it away from Chris Paul. Napier for Towns.
He's someone that they rely upon to be a good three-point shooter for their team.
Yeah, Rashawn Holmes is missing his 9th straight game as Towns gets the dunk.
Culver, 5 on the clock. Now it's Towns.
Good job by Bazemore. Good contest, but Towns finishes.
He was able to get to the playoffs with Jimmy Butler. Towns fires it down.
That was nasty.
Zubac and Kawhi. The kind of guy that you can give the basketball to and he can control the pace of play.
Culver scoops it inside for Towns, and Towns got hit as he puts it through.
Little pit bulls out on top of the zone like Patrick Beverly, who can cover.
Martin, no. Towns, yes. And one to get it to go.
I'm just not a fan of that play.
Towns, I'm a fan of that play.
He wasn't that great last year either for Yags here in Sacramento. He has a tendency to kind of get into it a little bit with coaches.
Nice play by Towns, has a chance for the end one.
I mean, they're a fine duo, but that duo should be coming off the bench, not necessarily starting. Even though I'm a fan of Bielitsa. I'm a fan of both
players for sure.
Yeah.
Timberwolves get another stop. Wiggins to Okogie.
There you go, Jarrett. Make a play.
Nice hustle out of the rookie. Covington for Towns. All right. Towns 3-ball. 4 steals so far here tonight. Towns spins baseline.
Wow.
That was a strong finish out of Karl Anthony Towns.
That's ridiculous. Of Jones that time and not let him get behind him.
Towns takes the 3. And then able to get the little floater to go. Wiggins let Culver a little bit. He's able to track it down. Towns. And Karl Anthony Towns with the drive. And a chance for a 3-point play.
executed the first play. Looked like they've been practicing for 2 weeks together.
The best three-point shooter on the roster for the Wolves.
Because he didn't get worried about a little run, but this has been really exciting. It's about as good as we've seen all year long.
Towns make it a 22-point lead. It's a great question. Towns make it 81 and 1.
Money. Mark Spellman, he's got pretty good pedigree.
Towns 3.
Gets it to go.
Johnson. Towns. Whoa. And Karl Anthony Towns. What an effort out of Cat.
Are they going to
I don't know if
give
they're
him a
counting
continuation? I don't know if they knew that it went in or not. Do a great job together.
Johnson for Towns underneath. Cat gets it to go. Chance for the three-point play. Towns step back for 3. And a
was the matchup against Carmelo Anthony as Karl Anthony Towns does the step back and knocks it off.
Towns gets around his good friend Covington.
If he really loved the game before the draft.
Cat able to pluck it away. And a little highlight reel finish. Here's Karl Anthony Towns. He's got 30. The rookie Edwards with 34. And here's Edwards outside. Paul checking him defensively. Deep 3 on the way from Towns. No look pass inside. He was anticipating Booker slashing to the basket. As Towns runs there by Galloway, cutting off Edwards.
And start pushing Towns way out.
But De La Salle High School and anybody from Minnesota knows as Karl Anthony Towns gets looped in the arm.
Talking Dallas that they would like to make one more trade to try and put another piece next to.
Guys are cutting into the paint, taking.
Oh, what a nice dish! Cat over the shoulder to a cutting McDaniel.
Oh, that basically was just a pass. And a win mix. Diop were both freshmen with D'Angelo Russell. Nice back cut by Jaden McDaniels there. What a pass by Towns. Just dropping because it gave him a chance to kind of collect his thoughts and figure out what he wanted to do.
Cat connects on a triple.
I mean, that's ridiculous. And other guys were getting it done in Towns.
And the Timberwolves come up with yet another turnover. Towns for Beasley. And Beasley, his first points since February. Talk about speed right there. He turned on the Jets, and Towns gets a dunk as a result.
Karl Anthony Towns, strong move. Oh, long distance 3.
Towns fading away on one leg. As shot clock down to 3. Step back 2 by Towns is in.
And the Sixers, their largest lead at 8 as Towns goes in and slams over Embiid.
That's how you attack the rim, though. That's how you attack the rim.
McDaniels. Towns another 3. Got it.
On that release.
Towns again.
McLaughlin feeds Towns and Cat. The two-handed. Rubio for Cat. Towns straight away 3. And Cat able to deliver a big-time triple.
Because he is really clever with the ball, and he can score.
And there's welcome back. One game out of the lineup makes you miss him. And 24 rebounds in his 2 games against Miami. 14 on the first.
Completed by Bamba. Towns. Good for Edwards with the pump fake. Nice dish. Karl Towns takes it and attacks. And Rubio never made an all-star team, but I guarantee you Ricky Rubio knows how to
ball.
David.
What was it? The crowd. Good crowd.
Towns down the middle. And coming off screens, ready to catch and shoot.
Karl Anthony gives it up, gets it back and trip. Towns whips it inside. Vanderbilt with the finish.
Vanderbilt always is in the corners to space the floor, but
In the quarter. Towns will take the three. Towns are the only two Timberwolves players to make a three here this afternoon. Towns, 7 shot attempts in that first half. You know he can get hot in a hurry. To first to Towns. And Cat now. I don't think they're going to get to 144.
Bunches. Very athletic young man. What a pass.
Towns off glass for 2.
But Eason and Garuba doing what they do. Towns for 3 now. Move ball.
Just driving gaps. Wow.
Percentage as a wingman, shooting nearly 59%.
As Towns gets the flush. Good feed inside.
Of those turnovers for the Timberwolves. 3 seconds. Payne gonna have to get it up, driving on Towns, and that one is sent away.
When he's shooting the basketball and his body's on the way down.
Towns going hard, and Adams able to get it off the window and in. He wanted the contact on the arm as well.
Now it's Edwards with 7 on the shot clock.
Spin move, the pull up. Can't get it, but the follow from Towns.
Anderson works on a Coro. Deals back to Towns. Towns fakes the three and toward Mobley to the basket. He lays it in. Towns
Standing first half.
24 points in the first half against Milwaukee.
Towns right down Broad Street. Come on. David Hassel.
Yeah, a guy named Robert Englund, too, the guy who played Freddy Krueger's, also went to Oakland.
On the break, Prince with the lay-in. This is fun. Gobert has it. Towns bringing it up. The dump off Russell, the reverse for 2.
In the Miami game as well, getting Rudy involved here early.
Long rebound to Edwards. Russell again. No, another offensive rebound. Back to Russell. Towns now. Driving on McDaniel. Oh! To the free throw line.
Man, that's a facial right in Mason Plumlee's mug right there. That was nasty. You dream of
Green. Over to Curry. The runner, no. Got his own offensive rebound. But he stripped and is stolen. Edwards with numbers. Towns going right in Draymond Green's chest. Kyle Anderson getting the start over Austin Rivers. A little bit of a different look for Finch. Towns, first field goal of the ball game, and earns a trip to the free throw line.
Again, Finch comes down. Wouldn't you know, putting it on the deck, going to his right hand and getting off. Shooting nights for Minnesota in their team history. True shooting percentages. Towns is back into the game. With
Finds Reed, bullseye.
Like that. Bounced out quickly, and Minnesota was not able to get back in time. Great run out by Okongwu.
Oh, inside, Nas Reed off the dime from Cat.
Over the last 3, shooting 73% off the bench, by the way. That's never happened in Timberwolves history. Another deflection by Minnesota. Minnesota's defense has been so on point tonight.
Nas Reed, the lay-in. Curry outside to Green. Oh, the tap away and steal. Anderson to Towns for 3. Catch! Payne all the way. Oh! Windshield wiper block by Nas Reed. Reed the other way. No, the follow by Karl Anthony Towns.
Excellent rebounder, especially on the offensive.
Here's McDaniels on the move. Hanging, can't finish. Towns in a crowd. Bucket! And
Tonight,
look at this
pass. Inside, he finds the cutting Alexander Walker. 3 yellow jerseys around him over the head. How crafty is he, Reggie, with that ball? My goodness. I mean, that is special.
And Towns missed a ton of time.
53 games. Nice spin move there. Throws it up. Oh, it goes in.
mark a shot and a chance for a three-point play.
Staying aggressive, gets the contact, just flares it up because he hears the whistle and gets rewarded. What a first half for Karl from town.
Easy for Bruce Brown. Got much resistance from Torian Prince.
Deep shot, rattled home by Towns.
Desire starting out the game. Oh my goodness.
Xavier's Caldwell Pope.
Aaron Court just sitting right there in the dunker spot waiting to be spoon-fed.
Towns. Oh, bucket. And the foul.
Oh, Towns! Mike Conley found him on the pick and roll.
Man, having a big first half. The three-time All-Star making a strong case for another All-Star bid.
Towns has the last 10 for Minnesota. Oh, he's firing from Duluth.
Towns driving over the head pass. Spectacular to Nasri.
They've officially broken the Indiana Pacers here in the second half. Just a matter of time.
We have officially gone.
I love Towns at the top of the floor when they're looking to be aggressive to get them three-point shots.
Oh, over the head pass and over the head flush.
So it's Cat's third assist to Rudy. He's got one to Ant. But all these looks to Rudy have been for dunks. I mean, it's been high percentage shots. Karl creating shots for Rudy.
Watched by Daniel. Gonna drive to the rim, puts it up, off window for two. Wolves on top. 5 points for Towns. Towns looking for a 50-burger. Foul on Karl. First foul on Karl Anthony Towns.
Anton.
Alexander Walker stops. Oh, good pass. Towns, the reverse slam. 15 points in this ball game.
Great pass by Kyle that time to a cutting Karl Anthony Towns.
Towns pull up again and hits again. With Williams all over him. Towns is 7 for 10, 18 points, 7 boards, 3 assists in this first half. Towns to the bucket and a new career high. Midway mark of this second quarter. Marshall attacking over to Cody Zeller, who lost it. Towns down the lane, barreling in and scoring.
Well, I don't know if it's the night or it's the position.
Towns, 32!
I pointed at putting Miles Bridges in the poster too. I like that.
Again, learning to win is something that you can only do through experience.
Her fights through the screen, but Towns gets a good look and nails the three. 2-point lead, timeout Pels.
Towns gonna drive past Reed, puts it up and through.
In for the Wolves, Kyle Anderson.
New York with 8 points off of 4 Minnesota turnovers. Towns down the lane, puts it up and in, plus the foul. Driving to the rim.
He just got to take a little bit extra time, and that's what he's doing. He did it at the end of game situation against New York. Give it to him.
Towns backing down Collins, turns inside, puts it up and through, plus the foul.
Post feet speed cut. Clear out the side for him, and that's what I'm telling about John. Hey, John Collins cannot guard Karl Anthony Towns in a low post.
Towns working on the reigning defensive player of the year. Bully ball. Oh.
Towns, so good, putting the ball on the deck. He did a nice job of being physical without running over JJ that time. Still gets the right hand.
Williams goes down. Towns finds Alexander Walker.
Now Reed instead of Alexander Walker in the game. Karl Anthony Towns.
There was no rotation from the other side. Just watch this. You're not going to see. Too late. Too late. He's already past it. You have to see that.
Rough shooting start. Conley took a hit. Swat. Towns big block.
In this third quarter, Alexander Walker over to Towns. Get out the way. Big time hammer plus the foul.
Side to the left corner. They just missed a shot. Well, how about this one? The drop down and Karl Anthony
getting off the rust. He's 2 for 13 tonight. Towns to face swish. Goals.
Chris Finch has really shortened Minnesota's bench in this game. Wow.
Towns! Earthquake! By 11.
Well, that's a flop by Russell Westbrook, man. Some of those playing games, the ones that they were playing in Indiana's, they've been raising the roof there. And some of the best basketball, loudest basketball.
Pelicans are the best second quarter team in the NBA in terms of point differential. Towns wild shot off glass for 2.
Edwards dancing on Green from the free throw line. Little off-balance step back. Towns offensive rebound. Rockets have been really hurt on the glass, and there's slow-mo for the slam-o. Second season with Minnesota. Good addition to this team. Kyle Anderson with the punch there on Jabari Smith Jr. Now 48 in the paint.
Franz Wagner, the experience he had in FIBA.
Wow, those were 2 giant steps from Karl Anthony Towns. Yeah. He covered a lot of ground.
Towns on the drive through contact. Count it and put him on the line.
Nice. Isolate Towns in the center of the floor. Guarding him with Jason Tatum. He just blows right past him. Goes right into the chest of Al Horford and finishing.
Edwards gives it up to Towns for 3. Boom!
After being silent in the fourth quarter, Towns has come here into overtime. The other night to the Thunder by 62.
Towns through contact. Bucket and the foul.
He's a national broadcaster in my mind. One of the best in the league. He was talking about how the Thunder just a couple of years ago, in 2021.
Right now, the Wolves are up by 12. Towns, the lob. Rudy Gobert has caught the most alley-oops in the NBA this season.
A great passer, a great thief. G.G. Jackson triple, way off on that shot. Anderson the rebound. Karl Anthony Towns at the other end, dropping the anvil. And it's the biggest lead of the night for the Timberwolves, who trailed earlier by 13 on TNT.
Do that every time you get screened if you wanted to. And I have to say, the smart players, like Mike Conley included, does that a lot.
Oh, get that out of there!
I mean, get that weak stuff out of here, baby. Lou Dort falling down. Towns packs it. He's never under duress.
Towns! Take that with you.
Then Towns answers with a 3. Shea the one now defending Edwards. Towns nearly had it swiped on the backside by J-Dub. Towns spins, dumps it off. Gobert got it up over the top of Holmgren.
Really been giving Minnesota the inside and outside attack, getting to the rim and effective from outside the arc.
Towns and 1. Towns the finish.
But defensive play is better. I mean, what Nikhil's doing or what Mike's doing, and then Rudy and Karl are